I've played World of Warcraft for years, but in 2025, I decided to leave my comfort zone and step into Guild Wars 2. I tried it briefly years ago and only made it to about level 12, but this time I'm giving it another try. In this video, I'll take you through my first steps in Tyria and what it's like experiencing Guild Wars 2 through fresh eyes. I'm Neuromind, a longtime MMO player who grew up on various MMOs such as EverQuest, Dark Age of Camelot, and World of Warcraft. My goal with Guild Wars 2 isn't to rush, skip, or min-max. I want to play the entire game in order the way it was meant to be experienced. I'll still get into dungeons, raids, and PvP along the way, but I don't want to skip around too much. I want the full journey and to feel what it's like to play through the game in its natural progression. This is the first video documenting the start of my adventure. I decided to start my journey as a Sylvari engineer, and right away the world of Tyria was unlike anything I've seen before in an MMO. Visually, it was stunning, and something about it just felt alive. Even though the game is over a decade old, I saw plenty of players right away when I first logged in. Guild Wars 2 didn't waste any time. I was dropped into an intro story and very quickly I was facing off against a massive boss fight. After that, I was put into the starter area for my race, and one of the first things I noticed was how different questing was. In WoW, you grab quests from a town, do them all, and then backtrack to turn them all in. In Guild Wars 2, you just wander into events. Out of nowhere, I'd be helping fight off undead or escorting NPCs without even realizing it was a quest at first. There's dynamic events that pop up around the map and heart quests, which are tied to the local area. You don't pick any of them up from a specific NPC, they just exist as part of the world. One advantage compared to a typical quest log is that your progress saves even if you leave and come back to the area later. Guild Wars 2 has you stumble into the world story as you play, and it makes the game feel really alive. NPCs don't just stand around either. They talk to you, chat with each other, and sometimes even run up to you and point out events that are happening nearby. It really adds to the feeling that you're part of something bigger. Completing my first personal story was a nice milestone. The story quest lines lead you through the game while still leaving enough room to explore on your own, and the cinematic storytelling was way more character-driven than I expected. Also, the amount of voice acting was pretty crazy. It seems like every NPC in the game has their own voice. By the time I reached level 30, I'd finished both the level 10 and 20 personal storylines, explored a couple of zones, and started to get genuinely attached to my character. I've always loved MMOs because they make you feel like you're part of a bigger world. WoW did a great job at that, but Guild Wars 2 gives me that feeling in a completely different way. I'm still learning the UI and how all the systems work. They feel very different from WoW. There's some things I understood pretty quickly and others I'm still getting used to. Guild Wars also has a hybrid action tab target combat system, and it's way more fast-paced than I expected. Not everything went smoothly though. At one point, I finally died. Oh boy. Don't worry. I'm alright. I'll be okay. Oh no, is this the first time am I dying? Did I finally find the spot? Oh no. What's going on? I thought I died.
Take that.
Oh, do I like... Okay, I died. It happened. Well, so this is what happens when you die. One huge standout with this game has been the people. Both my Twitch chat and random players in game have been incredibly friendly and helpful. Even someone who saw my new player post on Reddit happened to spot me in the game. And a few people from my chat joined me just to hang out. Because there's only one server, Guild Wars 2 actually feels like a true MMO world. Everywhere I looked, there were players running around. This has been a refreshing experience. The world is stunning, and it might be the most beautiful MMO I've ever played. And the fact that it came out in 2012, the devs and artists must be wizards. In WoW, I often felt like I was grinding a checklist. Here, I feel like I'm part of the world. There's been an MMO spark I've been missing for years, and it feels like Guild Wars 2 is giving it back to me. That said, I'm not quitting WoW. My wife and I still play, and there's plenty of things I enjoy there. But Guild Wars 2 already feels like home, and I'm excited to see what else it does differently as I keep progressing. I'm still only level 30 and haven't even touched the endgame yet. Dungeons, PvP, expansions, all of that is still ahead. Well, that's been my experience in Guild Wars 2 as a WoW player so far. I wish I could have covered more, but I didn't want this video to drag on. I'd rather hop back in and keep playing. If you're a current Guild Wars 2 player, I'd love to hear your tips in the comments. And if you're new like me, maybe you'll want to join the adventure. If you'd like to follow along, feel free to like and subscribe, and you can catch me live on Twitch 3 to 4 days a week. I'll also be posting more YouTube videos as I get comfortable with all this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.